I've got another one for you guys today. This is a fantastic ride. If you're familiar with the Bay Area and say like Highway 24 that goes through the tunnels there, San Pablo Reservoir, things like that. San Francisco's this direction. We're going to be headed in from San Francisco to hit this run. And let's take a look where we'd start off. If I zoom down in here, this is Highway 24. That's where the tunnels are. You drive through the tunnels. Just as you get outside those tunnels, if you're coming from San Francisco, you're going to make your first right-hand turn on Fish Ranch Road. And we are going to follow Fish Ranch Road up until I think we get to Grizzley Peak Road or something like that. Yeah, Grizzley Peak Boulevard right in here. And then we follow that up and over the mountain and then along the ridge here. Let me give you a different view of this really quick. I love the terrain view that you get. And if you look at the terrain, you can see it's a pretty steep cliff off here. So there should be some really good vistas. Well, let me back up a little bit, because if I back up and you look at where that peak, these ridges are, and where it looks, you see the whole bay out in here. I am hoping that we get to see the bridges. If it's clear enough, we'll see the Bay Bridge. We might even see out here to where the Golden Gate Bridge is. Sorry, Golden Gate Bridge is right there. I was like, where's the Bay Bridge? I was pointing at it right there. And so anyways, let's get back to the ride. Hopefully that'll be really cool views. And then we head back into the mountains here, and it's called Bear Creek Road, and we're going to follow that along these different reservoirs here. San Pablo Reservoir, I don't remember what this one's called. I can't even pronounce it. Yeah, whatever. Couple of lakes up in there, and then we follow it up and through all the mountains along in here and all the way back out. And I believe Alhambra Avenue is like the main avenue here when we come out through here. And we're going to hit Highway 4 just into Martinez. And then if you want to make that a loop, you would either go back around, sorry about the moving around here, you could go back out 4 all the way out this direction, out to 80 and head back to San Francisco. I think that's what we may end up doing there. Or you could take 4 this direction and go out to, let's say, Highway 680 and then follow it back into the Bay Area. That's Alamo, Danville, San Ramon, that direction. And if you're from across the bay, there's Vallejo, San Rafael, all of that. So this should be a fantastic ride. I'm really looking forward to this one. I've never done this, so I may get lost. Who knows? Let's go check it out.
All right, guys, today's ride, we are headed towards Walnut Creek from San Francisco, and we're going to be headed through the tunnels here on Highway 24, which you got 2 choices going this direction. We're taking the right-hand tunnel. Let's see, yeah, right-hand tunnel, right-hand oven, whatever we want to call it. More of a tunnel. Anyways, kind of a cool little tunnel. We're going to take a turn off right after we get through this tunnel, and we'll be turning to the right. I'm not even sure you guys can hear me anymore. It's pretty loud in here, but we'll make a right-hand turn, and we're going to go back up over the freeway and start our ride. I'll catch up. The official start of this ride is going to be right here. 1936 is when this tunnel was built, and I'm standing here sort of at the base of it, really the top of it. If we looked up over here, we'd see where the cars are going down through the tunnel right there. We're going to get on the old trusty BMW R1200RT and take a ride. We're going to head up what is it, like Fish Ranch Road, and we follow that up to like Grizzley Peak Road, and we're going to follow that. This should be a pretty scenic ride. This could be done in a lunchtime. It just kind of depends where you're coming from. We're coming from San Francisco. It would be a little too long to try and pull that off unless you got a 2-hour lunch. But I'm going to say probably a 30-minute ride for the ride itself. So if you're coming from maybe Moraga, Walnut Creek, Berkeley, something like that, this might be a great ride for you. Let's get started. If you hear my directions going off in the helmet, we're going to give that a try again. It didn't work last time. It it thought I was done when I started, or I don't know, something like that. But we're going to give it a try and see if we can make it happen this time. Roads look like they are freshly done, so to make for a smooth ride. I'm kind of excited for this one. See, always twisties. Yes, sir. Gotta love the twisty roads. They're pretty bumpy, twisty roads. At least it's starting out that way. Let's see how it goes. There's some really nice roads up in here.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Grizzley Peak Boulevard.
There's our directions. Maybe it knows where we're going. We're working our way up the ridge, and if you look off, if you can, I can barely do it, go off to the left there. Maybe we'll get a good view of that here in a second. We'll see this. See San Francisco. We're going to see the Bay Bridge. Hopefully you can see the Golden Gate from here as well. I mean, I can certainly see it, but let's see what the... You know, it's an unbelievable day to be out here riding. Let's see if there's a pull-out up here. Looks like there's one, but that looks a little crazy to get over there. Yeah. That's a blocked off pull-out. But man, that view is unbelievable. Look at that. Woo! Holy smokes, I've never seen it that clear. That is gorgeous. Look at that view, guys. Pause the video right there. Or right back there. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, that was worth it right there. Views are so amazing, guys. This trip is worth the views. Unbelievable here. Just gorgeous. I'm not even, the roads, I'm hardly even paying attention to them. I know they're great, but my God, the views. Most of the pullouts are blocked from erosion, and they've blocked them all off, so there's no real pullouts. So I'm not pulling out. It looks like there's a pull out there, and you can actually go hike across the street, but that's like that's blocked as well. So you're gonna have to ride this ride to see it. Absolutely gorgeous. There's one pull out. I'm going to take this one just to see if we can see anything. Ooh, that's a pretty big bump off of there. A little bit of a... I think you could hike off of here and kind of get a good view, but it's nothing compared to what we've been seeing on the road there. And this road is really nice. It started out a little bumpy, but now it's really nice, fantastic. View's gorgeous. We're getting pretty close to our turn here, and we'll turn onto a road called Golf Course Drive or something, and that will get us going back across the hills again, kind of away from the bay.
Turn right onto Golf Course Drive.
See, there we go. There's my directions. There it is, Golf Course Drive. Fantastic. Think we're headed the right way. Think this is a golf course? Oh yeah, probably.
Continue on Golf Course Drive for 3/4 of a mile.
Well, thank you. All right, guys, we're gonna kind of drive. This is pretty. Wait, we're hitting some amazing views, some pretty sights. I smell eucalyptus. And redwoods. Look at that. There's a redwood little grove right in here. That's nice. Oh, this is a great ride. All right, I think this gets us onto Shasta Road here. Gosh, what
Turn right.
There we go, I'm turning right. All right, gosh, this is beautiful. Another gorgeous ride, guys. Gotta get out here. So that was Golf Course Road to, what did I say, Shasta? Shasta Road, I think. we're not going that way. All right. We continue on here. I think this is all parking for... There's a lot of people golfing out here. Maybe I'm missing something, guys. Or is this part of another park? Maybe there's a Redwood Park in here too. Pretty area.
Take the next left onto Wildcat Canyon Road.
See how my directions kind of tell me what to do? That's Tilden Inspiration Point.
Continue for 6 miles.
I know. And there's a lot of hikers and such out here, and you know, it's a weekday, so that's something to tell you. On the weekends, I don't think you're going to find parking out here, but it is gorgeous, guys. Now we're on the other side of the mountain, and it's got these green hills, a beautiful lake, and some great hiking trails. Awesome place to come up and ride your bike, your motorcycle, or bicycle. Although I'm not sure, you know, I've seen a lot of bicycles out here, but you've got to ride out in the lane so that people don't try and pass you in your lane. Beautiful road, it's gorgeous. I just can't wait to continue. What's the next surprise? I've never been on this road. Come up to a stoplight here, and this now continues on as Bear Creek Road, and I recall that from the map we were looking at earlier. And so we go straight through this light. If it will change for us, that would be fantastic. Knowing we're on a motorcycle, that may not happen. There were a couple cars when I came up, so I was hoping that they might trigger that light. If not, what I do is I'll end up going up and making a U-turn, because this is way too busy of a highway to try and risk. Alright guys, welcome back. Yeah, I did have to go up and make a U-turn. That light would not change for me. Even another car came up and it didn't trigger, so both went up and made a U-turn. Bear Creek Road has lots of these really big wide open sweepers, and it's a little rough. The road's not super smooth, and I've seen a lot of deer out here. Actually just saw 4 deer, so probably not going too fast is probably the best. But they have cleared the road a bit, on the side, so you can see pretty well, and I can see all the deer coming down, which was a pretty sight. There's a couple of lakes off to my left and back a little bit, but we've gone from real tight twisties, and now we're into these big wide open sweepers. Looks like there's one that goes all the way around the back side of this lake here. We're going to be on that here in a moment. Growing up, but this is kind of cool. You kind of working your way through this little canyon. It feels sort of like you're elevated a little bit off the floor of the canyon and just kind of cruising through. Really pretty. Guys, we've got off of Bear Creek, whatever that road was, and we're on Alhambra Valley Boulevard, or road, and there have been some amazing little towns. I'm not sure if you can call them towns, but these little places, it looks like little towns that you go through. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And some of these houses, they've been really groomed yards with redwoods coming up out of the ground. Just like, oh my god, it looks like a fairy tale. And now we're headed up this road, which looks really fantastic again. But it's just, the scenery just keeps changing. Lots of horse stables. I saw probably one of the nicest cemeteries I've ever seen. Pretty amazing. I just drove by it. I didn't actually go in and ride around it against my better judgment, you know. Beautiful Rolling Hills Road, yeah. From Rolling Hills, now we're back into another little slot canyon. And this canyon sort of reminds me of coming down into Santa Cruz. If I didn't know better, I'd be like, oh, it's coming down into Santa Cruz now, but certainly not. Really amazing. What a cool road. figure this might be a good place to end the video here. We finished up our ride. We ended up in Martinez, and that is, I believe, right in front of us is a big railroad crossing, which is pretty cool. From everything that seems so modern and maybe not modern, but you know, high-end housing and all of that, as you come down here and to see this big rusty bridge just seemed really fitting. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you going along for the ride here. If you can, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you have, hit that like button, and I will get more videos out for you on the R1200RT and some other back roads for you to enjoy and check out in the Bay Area of California and other areas in California and beyond, coming soon. Cheers!